I'm gangster to the fullest. What's up, Joe? John Bender in the house. A long time no see, man. What's up, man? What's happening? Tell me how the sound quality. How is the sound quality? I'm trying to test something out. How is the sound? What's up, Leroy? How is the sound, Leroy? Is that high pitch sound in the background? You hear that high pitch like sound? I'm trying to figure out. Everyone shit. Damn, I thought I had figured out a way to get rid of that shit. I thought I'd figured out a way to get rid of that shit. I guess not. No, not the car engine, the high-pitched squealing sound, not that. Tell me if you hear a high-pitched squealing sound, like a high-pitched, like shrieking sound. That's the sound I'm concerned about. I know I hear the car. No squeal? Tell me if you hear the squeal though. Keep me informed. Tell me what's up, Kim? Tell me if y'all hear that squeal. I need to know. Everybody hit the like button, man. Hit the like button, hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App. We going in. Mods, post the link. You know the routine. Give me a city, man. 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 My man said Hartford, Connecticut. Oh, KC. Yeah, I think we might need to go to KC, man. KC first, man. Started off in KC, man. We might have to start it off in KC, man. We might have to start it off in KC. Kansas City. I like KC and the Sunshine Band. I actually like them. They got some funky little jams, man. KC and the Sunshine Band. That's the way, I like it. That's the way, I like it. I like KC and the Sunshine Band. They got some funky little tunes, man.
In the death of a 3-year-old girl in Kansas City, Kansas. A second person is now in jail charged with first-degree murder. Yesterday, we told you police found the body of Olivia Jansen near a walking trail off South 34th and Steele Road. Her father, Howard Jansen III, had reported her missing Friday morning. He told police he woke up around 5:30 a.m. and saw Olivia was gone and the door was open. Late last night, Howard was booked into the Wyandotte County Jail on first-degree murder and abuse charges. And now we know this woman, Jacqueline Kirkpatrick, was also booked on those same charges.
That baby looked biracial. Is it me or did that baby look biracial? That baby look biracial, man. This baby look biracial, man. I don't know. This baby look biracial to me, man. Everyone hit the like button as you come in. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's a white baby. I don't know. Maybe I got nigga vision. I got nigga vision, man. I'm seeing niggas everywhere. We come in all shades. We come in all shades, man. That's the way, I like it, that's the way, I like it,
Wherever they are, for the health of America.
Around 5:30 p.m., officers discover a body. They believe it's that of 3-year-old Olivia Ann Jensen.
It just tears you in half. I don't even know what to think.
It's horrible. I mean, obviously nobody wants this to be the end. There's no way to describe it.
When the Amber Alert was issued, officers came from west of Topeka to help in the search. Olivia's father went to police around 8:30 a.m., saying when he woke up 2 hours earlier, the back door was open, Olivia was gone. We asked police why he didn't call 911.
That's a good question, and that's what we're also trying to ascertain.
We have had several stories throughout the day. None of them made very much sense.
Officers used canines, drones, and police on foot to search for Olivia. They taped off 2 separate homes several blocks apart, gathering evidence. One near 45th and Gibbs, another at 48th and Ottawa.
This is a parent's worst nightmare.
In the end, police say tips led them to the trail in the woods near 34th and Steele.
Some of our friends went up that way, and I mean, they said they smelled something, but they didn't go that deep.
Perry Cohen grew up with Olivia's parents.
It's the biggest shock ever. I don't understand.
Tonight, no one...
Now, do these white people got privilege? These the white people you niggas can't compete with? Are these the white people you niggas having trouble competing with? These the people you niggas can't compete with. These the niggas you niggas can't compete with. Some niggas will say these people are privileged though. Some niggas with degrees will say these niggas are privileged. Some bougie ass niggas will call these people privileged because they got white skin. Bam Bam Bigelow. That's a blast from the past, man. Bam Bam Bigelow, man. Yeah, we gonna get to all that. We gonna do Atlanta next, man. We get to Atlanta next, man. These the motherfuckers you motherfuckers can't compete with. You need more opportunities and shit to compete with these motherfuckers. More rec centers. You niggas need more rec centers to compete with these motherfuckers. You can't post some links on your phone? You can't post links on your phone? Oh, man. Oh, shit.
I mean, they said they smelled something, but they didn't go that deep.
Perry Cohen grew up with Olivia's parents.
It's the biggest shock ever. I don't understand.
Tonight, no one knows what happened, but they're heartbroken. Olivia is gone.
It's terrible. It breaks all our hearts.
R.I.P. Olivia, man. I think that's a white girl. I agree. I think that's a white girl too. I thought she was biracial for a second, but she white. That go to show you biracial people ain't black, man. I thought that little girl was biracial. Okay, so they holding a vigil for her. They holding a vigil for the little girl, man. It's a big deal when a child get killed in this neighborhood. It's rare. But this child didn't get hit with a stray bullet. This child got killed by his parents. Which is how, listen, I hate to say it, but that's the normal way. Children get killed by their parents. Children ain't supposed to get killed by stray bullets, man. Children.
ECS 123. Enter the address. Draw away.
Tonight, an emotional gathering in Kansas City, Kansas to support the family of 3-year-old Olivia Jansen. Police found her body yesterday, hours after her father reported her missing. KMBC 9's Bianca Beltran spoke to Olivia's family about the unthinkable tragedy.
It's hard to understand anyone wanting to hurt little Olivia.
She was a very smart little girl and very lovable child.
Losing her granddaughter, it's tough to put into words.
I'm hurt. It hurts bad. Why they would do it to an innocent child?
Vicky says she hadn't been able to see her in months.
I saw her in February, right after Valentine's Day. That's when her dad took her, wouldn't let me see her no more.
When she went missing, she held out hope that Olivia would be found safe. Now, she hopes for justice.
That she's at peace, and that he gets what he deserves.
Olivia's family was surrounded by people touched by her story.
For some reason,
live, yes,
really
this is live.
Her smile is contagious.
Gina didn't know Olivia or her family, but she says seeing her pictures and hearing what happened moved her to be here to offer support for her family.
She's precious. She was a child of God, and you know what? She's in a much better place. Much better place.
In Kansas City, Kansas. Bianca Beltran, KMBC 9 News.
Olivia's mother is incarcerated for a previous offense. She was able to join her family at that vigil remotely through a video call.
The mother in jail for a previous offense. These privileged white folks. Goddamn, these privileged white folk. These white people got so much privilege. COVID. Damn, it's kind of slow in Kansas City, man. We'll get to Atlanta next. Let me see what's really going on in Kansas City. Kansas City on a record pace for murders this year. We know that. This little girl is one more. Everyone hit the like button. Mods, post the PayPal link. Hit that PayPal. Hit that Cash App. Support the channel, man. We going in tonight, man. We just getting warmed up right now. We going in tonight. Tell me if the audio is good, too. Alright, let's go to Atlanta, man. KC kind of slow. Last time we went to KC, it was last week. It was like 15 murders in one day. Like 15 murders in one day in Kansas City and shit. Or at least shootings. Oh. Yeah, man. Rapper Lil Marlo was killed by white supremacists, man. Somebody called the Not Fucking Around Coalition, man. Them damn clan members came Them niggas went up there and marched in Georgia with all them guns, and the next week they went and killed the nigga. Ain't that crazy? The Klan don't give a fuck. That show you niggas the Klan don't respect y'all. Salute Kim W. Thank you for the donation. Mods, post that link. That show you that show you that the Klan don't respect you niggas. You niggas went up there marching with all them guns last week, and the next week the Klan came and killed the rapper. Ain't that crazy? I'd never heard of him, but he did some songs with some top flight rappers. He did some songs with some top flight rappers. I'd never heard of him, which means nothing. That means nothing. That means very little. I hadn't heard of none of these niggas, man. Little this, young that, baby this. They all got little, young, or baby in their name. All of them. Baby this, little this, young that. Something wrong with this community, man. Something wrong with this community, man. All these niggas named Baby. Atlanta rapper Rudolph Johnson, better known as Little Marlowe, is dead, according to Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office. The medical examiner's office confirmed to NBC News on Sunday morning that a deceased individual by the name of Rudolph Johnson was brought in during the last 24 hours after reports surfaced of the rapper's death. Johnson was reportedly 27, though the medical examiner's office told NBC he was 30. Cause of death has not yet been determined. You think? What you think the cause of death was? Lead poisoning. Atlanta Police Department confirmed that officers found a 30-year-old man who was shot in a vehicle on I-285 near Benjamin E. Mays Drive overpass after responding to a call about an accident on Saturday night. Police did not confirm the man's identity. The department believed the driver was intentionally shot, and the department's homicide investigators are looking into the incident. Johnson was an up-and-coming artist who emerged on the scene in 2017 with To the Hard Way, a collaboration with his friend Little Baby. Let's go to his Instagram, man. Let's see what this dude was all about, man. Little Marlowe, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, let's go to his Instagram, man. Little Marlowe, man. Little Marlowe got killed, y'all. By some white supremacists, man. Some white supremacists killed him, man. Let's see. Why these white supremacists kill him, man? Why y'all do that, white supremacists, man? Shame on y'all white supremacists, man. Shame on you white supremacists, man, for killing Marlowe, man. Y'all ain't shit for that. Let's see. Let's see what he was about, y'all. See what Lil Marlowe was about, y'all.
If a nigga had to spit on that pussy before he hit that shit, baby, that shit like a jump start. No shit need jumper cable, baby. Trippin'. If a nigga had to spit on that pussy before he hit that shit, baby, that shit like a jump start. No shit need jumper cable, baby. Trippin'.
Okay.
On this stuff in this rough shit, nigga, I'm gon' fall. Boy got 10 years in the Fed, nigga, I pick up every call. I ain't got work with a bitch, nigga said, nigga, this shit more. I'm the right drums on this stick, when you pull in my hood, we checking your car. Ooh, my bitch, she a one-on-one. Trapping the first and the third, 70 birds on the curb. Hugging the curb, yeah, hugging the curb. Hoes, have white hoes. They should bring me your Corona papers. I don't want Corona. I ain't fucking no meats hoes, light skin hoes, have white hoes. They should bring me your Corona papers. I don't want Corona. Y'all niggas a little too happy with these flicking the light change. Y'all niggas a little too happy with these flicking the light change. Me and my love for me. Same close for we straight trying to get paid. They scream free me too, yelling free. Send you a big crazy too.
Seemed like a talented fellow, man.
You love that? Yes. I love you. Love you. You love that? Yes.
This is squad right here.
Sacrifice being in the studio. Yeah, flying stages, they been fucking up goopy hoes. Yeah, loyalty bring royalty because of me. And if we meant to be with each other, then we gon' be.
Alright, man. I think we got a taste of what Marlo was about, man. I think we got a little taste of what Marlo was about. You know, look, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Like I wasn't expecting much more than that. You know, to be honest, man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I wasn't expecting much more than that. That's what I was expecting. You know, that's what I was expecting. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna lie to you niggas. That's what I was expecting. You know? He said the world wants. Man, shit, man. Goddamn. I mean, they on the Black Lives Matter, motherfucker. That Black Lives Matter shit over with. Niggas like, shit, you niggas can't even stop killing. You niggas can't even stop killing. Y'all killing fucking, like this nigga, he ain't no celebrity, but he famous to them little youngers know who he is. Them young niggas know who this guy is. You niggas can't stop killing for a couple months, man. The activists out here screaming, the activists out here trying to go to bat for y'all niggas, and y'all niggas can't stop killing. Activists out here trying to fucking make y'all niggas look like victims and shit. You niggas will not stop killing for nothing. That nigga got wasted, man. They wasted this nigga, man. I'd hate to be a black activist, man. You tell a nigga, look, nigga, just stop killing. Stop killing. Don't kill no kids. Don't kill on camera, and don't kill no celebrities. And we got you. We gonna make you look like a victim, and everybody gonna love you. Niggas couldn't do that shit. Niggas couldn't do that shit. Niggas can't do that shit. Keisha Bottoms, she in over her head. She in over her head, man. Keisha Bottoms in over her head, man. I think it's safe to say, man. So we got a 9-year-old shot while filming a TikTok video. 9-year-old shot 4 times in East Atlanta was filming a TikTok video. This the second kid, the girl in the 13-year-old in Chicago. She was filming a TikTok video when a bullet penetrated the walls of her home and lodged in her neck. So this kid was filming a TikTok video. A 9-year-old boy who was shot 4 times Wednesday evening in Atlanta has undergone surgery and is expected to be okay, his mother said. Giovanni Carson, a rising 4th grader at Atlanta's Deerwood Academy, was one of 3 people injured when gunfire erupted in the parking lot along Flat Shoals Avenue before 9 p.m. His mother, Kiana Carson, said Giovanni was filming TikTok videos with 2 of his older siblings when someone in a car drove by and began shooting into the crowd of people. Her son was struck 4 times in his left leg and rushed to the hospital by his father. Doctors have since removed the bullets and performed surgery to repair Giovanni's shattered femur. He is recovering at Children's Healthcare in Atlanta and Eagleston. My other 2 kids were there too, and they saw everything, Carson said Saturday. Someone just drove by and started shooting. 2 men were also injured in the incident. One was shot in the hand and the other shot in the buttocks. According to an Atlanta police report, these 5 cars were struck by gunfire, and officers recovered 42 shell casings from the scene. No arrests have been made in the case. Footage of the shooting was captured on surveillance camera outside Gaja Korean Bar. Police said a dark-colored vehicle drove through the parking lot, and someone inside began shooting into the crowd. Some bystanders ran away while others crouched behind cars. Parked cars were covered. One man pulled out a handgun and returned fire, authorities said. My 11-year-old said he was trying to crawl over to Giovanni, but there were already so many people on the ground. Kiana Carson said, I didn't know anything until I got to the hospital. I just knew he'd been shot. According to the police, the suspect's vehicle fled west on Glenwood Avenue to Moreland Avenue. Wednesday's shooting occurred days after a violent 4th of July weekend. These niggas just pull up to it ain't nothing for these niggas to pull up to a crowded parking lot and just spray the joint. Nothing. It's nothing for them to do that. Don't care who they hit. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck who they hit. And them niggas go home and sleep like babies, trust me.
One of the main things bus operators want is a mask mandate for passengers. Drivers are worried after they say a colleague recently died from COVID-19.
We want to go home safe.
Natasha Taylor is a bus operator. Are they wearing masks?
Percentage of them are not.
We reached out to MARTA about workers' demands. In a statement, the Transit Authority said in part, as cities in our service area adopt ordinances requiring masks, MARTA anticipates establishing such a policy on Monday.
It's something that we've been asking for the last few months.
The local transit union, which represents more than 3,000 workers, tells us other Metro Atlanta agencies have not put plans in place requiring riders wear a covering. Their needs go beyond just covering your face.
Damn. Smash. Good Lord.
Wear a covering. But the union says their needs go beyond just covering your face.
Concerns
Hold on, I see that one more time.
But the union says their needs go beyond just covering your face.
Concerns is...
Hold on, one more time.
Have not put plans in place requiring riders wear a covering. But the union says their needs go beyond just covering your face.
Concerns primarily are the stations and locations are being properly cleaned or professionally cleaned.
We need hazardous tape. We need protective gear. We need hand sanitizer throughout our station. We want thermometers for our head checks.
There's growing concerns right now after the union says this driver in Gwinnett County died from the virus.
He was sick for a short period of time, and we do think it was done at the job.
Gwinnett County Transit has made some adjustments, like restricting boarding to 14 or 15 passengers. MARTA recently received electrostatic sprayers to disinfect vehicles and facilities.
We want the safety for us as essential workers.
We have reached out to other transit companies. Once we hear back, we will be sure to let you know what they say. Brian Hill, Fox 5 News.
Okay, Brian. You go, Brian. Give me another city, man. Give me another city, man. We just did Atlanta. That was Atlanta. Ain't nothing else going on in Atlanta, man. New Orleans, man. Let's go to New Orleans, man. New Orleans. What's happening in New Orleans, man? Let's see something. Let's see what's going on. Ain't much going on in New Orleans, man. Ain't much going on in New Orleans, man. Let's see something. Gotta be something going on in New Orleans. COVID and shit. They keep talking about COVID, masks and shit. They trying to stretch this COVID shit out. They addicted to COVID. COVID like a drug, man. These niggas is addicted to COVID. Let it go, man. Let this COVID shit go. That's all they reporting on is COVID. Ain't shit happening in New Orleans, man. Give me another city, man. Nightly news with Occidental News. You can choose the only interactive news program on YouTube. Support the channel via PayPal, via the Cash App. I don't mind wearing a mask when I go into a store, but when I'm on the streets, that's too much to make people wear masks while they're walking down the street. If you wanted me to wear a mask before I come in your establishment, fine. I don't have no problem doing that. I have no problem doing that. High Point, North Carolina. We'll just do Durham, man. We'll just do Durham, man. The closest metropolis, man. We'll do Durham, man. Durham, man. If you're just joining us, man, hit the like button, man. Durham, man. Uh-oh. These niggas encouraging conversations, man. Stop encouraging conversations. Dukes, Nolan Smith, and this nigga from DC. This the homie, Nolan Smith. Dukes, Nolan Smith, encouraging conversations with young black men in Durham. Stop doing that. Stop encouraging conversations with these niggas. Stop encouraging conversations with these niggas. Tired of these damn conversations, man.
Assistant coach Nolan Smith has been at the center of change in Durham at various protests and marches, but he's taking it a step further. Him and one of his friends are hosting conversations with young black men at various sites in Durham, and tonight is the third one at 6 o'clock here at Rochelle Manor Apartments.
We're all going to fit the description for the rest of our lives. Targeting the youth for me is so important because they are our future. For these young men that we have the privilege of talking to that are from ages 6 years old to 14 years old, I want them to start begin to see change and really hope that they are no longer judged by the color of their skin.
Make it home to y'all dads, to y'all moms. Let's get home.
Nolan and a friend of his, Derek Rhodes, are providing venues for young black men in Durham. They want them to be able to ask questions, vent, laugh, and turn anger into sustainable action.
We've been really clear that, it's important that they talk and that they have space to vent, but no one are passionate about making sure we're forming an action plan so that they feel like they can see change in their community as a result of these conversations.
I definitely feel like basketball and sports at times can be a distraction from real issues. And because right now there is no sport, there is no basketball, this time has been very, very important for all of us to see where change is needed.
The two feel the conversations have been a safe space and educational for themselves as well as the youth.
People have really opened up, and the one that really sticks to mind with me was a little black kid who came and spoke, and the fear for police that he had as a 6-year-old. But then he also said he felt it in the school that he was in, that he was treated differently.
They got a 6-year-old. A 6-year-old came up and said that he was afraid of the police. Why would a 6-year-old be afraid of the police unless somebody taught him that shit? Unless somebody taught that 6-year-old. Unless that 6-year-old be stealing from the store like I did. We was stealing from the store at that age. We was stealing out the fucking store. We was scared of police. You scared of getting caught stealing.
Little black kid who came and spoke, and the fear for police that he had as a 6-year-old. But then he also said he felt it in the school that he was in, that he was treated differently because of the color of his skin. And this was a 6-year-old, and that just hit my heart, because no 6-year-old should even feel that.
I think these are conversations that are tough, but they haven't really been had before. Just hearing their passion and their ideas for change, and also having the support of community leaders right now all across Durham leads me to feel really hopeful that we'll be able to.
What will happen to this nigga around some fucking homies? And not just him, because homies kill each other, but this nigga right here, man. Will he be safe around some niggas?
Of community leaders right now all across Durham leads me to feel really hopeful that we'll be able to give them what they hope for.
Use y'all voice, use y'all platform, and you will be heard.
The two encourage other community leaders to join the conversations. Reporting in Durham, Bridget Condon, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
Nigga, you ain't do shit. You ain't do nothing. You ain't do nothing. That was pointless. That was meaningless, man. I'm gonna get your emails in a minute. That was meaningless, that shit you just did, man. That shit was pointless. That shit, you'd have been better off going fishing, nigga. You'd have made more change if you'd have fucking went bowling or some shit. Nigga, you should have stayed home and watched fucking reruns of fucking Sanford and Son. That'd have made more of a change than that shit, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? What's wrong with these niggas? The only place you can get this, man, support the channel. The only place you can get this, you can't get this on ESP, on CNN and MSNBC, man. Only right here, man. Support the channel. Mods, post the link. These niggas are crazy, man. What's wrong with these niggas, man? What's wrong with them?
COVID-19, we've all been talking about it.
At ABC 11 Eyewitness News, we know that the right information is essential to your safety. Separating facts from fear.
With reporting you can trust.
We're in this together.
And we'll get through this together.
Being black in America is telling people that our lives matter too. All we want is for our lives to have the same value as everybody else's.
Current and former members of Durham's Hillside High drama team teaming up for their latest work. It's called Being Black in America. Hillside's world-renowned one-voice acting troupe recorded their own personal messages as the nation confronts a reckoning with systemic racism. The acting troupe has performed across the globe from China to Australia, but like everything else, this season was upended by the pandemic.
What's wrong with these niggas, man? wrong with them, man? What's wrong with them, man? What's wrong with these Negroes, man? What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with you niggas, man? What's wrong with these people, man? I live in the community, man. I don't never hear you niggas talk about this shit unless it's a camera in your face. I don't know no niggas that be running around talking about racism unless it's a camera in their face.
If you've had the coronavirus, you've got a lot of fight in you.
And you're in a special position to help us fight back.
The plasma in your blood can literally save lives.
But we need to act fast.
Please donate plasma now. Please donate.
Donate. Donate.
Donate now.
You fought for your life. Now, let's take the fight to COVID-19. Go to thefightisinuS.org to find out how to donate.
Durham police say they have tips, but they don't have enough. Paulette Thorpe's family is begging people to come forward with information on who accidentally shot and killed her just a few weeks before her 75th birthday.
The type of brother she is still in our heart. It's a brother she has already forgiven you. That's her. She has already forgiven you. You took what this world needs, a type of person. You took someone to bring so much love and joy.
The family of Paulette Thorpe and Durham police held a press conference today asking for help. Thorpe was visiting with a friend on the 4th of July when investigators say a bullet fell from the sky, striking her torso. Thorpe died. Police are working to determine what type of gun was used to narrow their search. The 74-year-old grandmother will be laid to rest at a graveyard service Saturday at Beechwood Cemetery. Durham police are asking people to come forward who may have fired a shot in a 2-mile radius of Burlington Avenue and Fayetteville Road. They're offering a cash reward for tips. Tim Pulliam, ABC 11, Eyewitness News.
Congratulations.
You niggas is hell on seniors. Kids and seniors, boy. Ain't nobody safe. 8 to 80, man. 8 to 80. Niggas killing everything. Niggas is killing everything. You be 70 years old, nigga, shoot your ass. Let me see some of your emails, man. Yeah, always innocent bystanders, man. They love shooting innocent people. They get a thrill off of that shit. That's why they spray crowds so much. God, dog. I'm laughing because it's like, damn, these niggas, all they gotta do is chill out for a little while and everybody will fucking believe the Black Lives Matter bullshit. They couldn't even do that. Young mother, 24, is shot dead in front of her fiance after saying all lives matter during an argument with Black Lives Matter supporters. Oh, we did this. We did this story. I did this story last week. It's on the channel. This story's already on this channel. I already did this story. If you want to see this story about the white woman that was arguing with the Black Lives Matter supporters in I think it was Indianapolis, and they shot her ass, and nobody's been charged. Yep, Indianapolis. Yep, I did that. I did that story last week. Give me another city, man. Nightly News with Arc Nation News. You can choose the only interactive news program on YouTube. You say High Point, North Korea. What the fuck is happening in High Point? Something must be happening in High Point, man. Something must be happening in High Point, man. Something must be happening in High Point, man. Alright, I'll get to that in a minute. Ain't shit going on in High Point, man. Nothing's going on in High Point, man. Let me see some of your emails, man. Look like a slow news night, man. We're gonna try to bring it to you guys, though. We're gonna try to bring it to you guys. What news? Yeah, email it to me. I can tune that live too at gmail.com. So, let's see. He said he's hearing whispers. What does this mean, Birds Nation? What are you talking about? I don't get this. Why'd you send this to me? Is they trading for Tom Brady or some shit? How the Eagles gonna get better? Oh, AB? Oh, AB, okay. You had AB and Deshaun Jackson on the same team. Oh, shit. Y'all might not win a game all season. AB and Deshaun Jackson. AB and Deshaun Jackson on the same team. Them your wideouts. And your quarterback gonna be Carson Wentz. No way that's gonna work. That ain't gonna work, Jack. That's not gonna work. Carson Wentz with AB and speed kills and fucking, and so do locker room cancer kills. Locker room cancer kills. And fucking AB is a locker room cancer. 12-year-old Aston Villa fan is arrested for racially abusing Crystal Palace's Wilfred Zaha on Instagram by calling him a black blank and sending him pictures of the Ku Klux Klan ahead of Sunday's game. So the 12-year-old was arrested? Damn. A 12-year-old got arrested for this shit. A 12-year-old got arrested. Alright, whatever. I don't care. Shouldn't have been doing that shit. Oh well. This isn't even America though. This is another country. This is England. This is England. 12-year-old. This is Spain, right? This is Spain, somewhere over there. Oh well. So the guy got fucking, the little kid got arrested. Oh well, fuck that kid. Niggas might have behaved this weekend. I think niggas might have behaved this weekend, man. We not seeing a lot of crime this weekend, man. I'm bravo, niggas. Bravo, niggas. They didn't do nothing. High Point police swarmed by a hostile crowd of about 50 people after drug bust. Yeah, and this is what people think. People think they can come around and just yell at police officers while they're making arrests. It's been like that for a few years now. Police see you making arrests. I mean, citizens see a police arresting somebody, they feel like they can come interfere with that shit and get brownie points. The thug niggas still gonna fucking rob your ass. How many of y'all know? Here, one, if you know this, that if you see a nigga getting arrested and you come over there and try to fucking yell at the cop, that nigga still gonna fucking rob your ass one day or shoot you. He don't care. He don't care that you fucking yelled at the cop who was arresting him. Niggas don't care about shit like that. Niggas are fucking heartless, man. They destruction drones, man. You can't, whatever you did good for them is not gonna fucking help you in the future. Niggas are destruction drones. You think this nigga cared that if he cared that you yelled at the cop who was arresting him? When he get out, if he catch you slipping, he gonna fucking rob your ass. High Point police were swarmed by an angry crowd after searching a home. On Campbell Street, according to police. On Thursday, police responded to search an address on the 1100 block of Campbell Street. At the scene, police say numerous angry people began showing up until a hostile crowd of approximately 50 people had taken over the street in front of the residence. As officers were trying to leave after the arrests, police say several large disturbances broke out. Police say the crowd began blocking the roadway and swarming a patrol vehicle, preventing it from leaving. Officers tried to disperse the crowd and ultimately used pepper spray. During the search, police seized 85 grams of heroin and 15.2 grams of marijuana. Joshua Lee Spears, 26 of High Point, and Tierra Nicole Barnes, 31 of High Point, were both arrested. They were both charged with felony trafficking heroin and misdemeanor possession of marijuana. Spears received $200,000 secure bond. Barnes received $150,000 secure bond. They didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing. Why the police fucking with them? They didn't do nothing. Give me another city, man. Nightly News with Rock Nation News. You can choose the only interactive news program on YouTube. Support the channel via PayPal or via the Cash App. All donations appreciated. Give me another city. Yeah, she was an interesting looking sister, man. Interesting looking sister, man. Interesting looking sister, man. I ain't gonna go too hard on that sister. I'm gonna leave that sister alone, man. She had enough trouble. She had enough trouble as it is. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh man. Give me another city, man. Everybody hit the like button as you come in. All likes important, man. So we get these notifications out, man. Alright, we're gonna do Seattle, man. And Seattle could have been a beautiful city. Seattle could have been a beautiful city, man. It could have been, man. It had potential, man. I don't know what happened. Bad leadership, man. Bad leadership, man. Now it's ruined. That city ain't never coming back. That city's ruined. You can't come back from that shit.
It's only human to find inspiration in nature and also find answers. Our search to transform farm waste into renewable natural gas led Chevron to partner with California Bioenergy, working to provide an alternative source of power.
They should have went to social work. They should have sent a social work on the plane, man. That's all they needed was a mental health aid, man. That'd have been a good case for their mental health aid, man. Oh my God.
It's only human to find inspiration in nature and also find answers. Our search to transform farm waste into renewable natural gas led Chevron to partner with California Bioenergy, working to provide an alternative source of power.
Bellevue police continue to investigate what they're calling a very chaotic scene. 2 people were killed, another is in critical condition after being attacked while at a party in a high-rise apartment. So King 5's Callie Greenberg, you're live in Bellevue this morning. Callie, police say the suspect is accounted for. What happened?
Well, accounted for is the term that police are using right now. They have not specified whether the suspect was one of the people who was killed or injured. If you look at the apartment complex now, this is the Elements. It's on 111th Avenue, right in the heart of Bellevue. Police are still here. What we know is that 2 people were killed. 1 was shot, 1 was stabbed. 2 people were hurt, including a man who is in critical condition this morning at Harborview Medical Center. So take a look at this video that was taken from the scene last night. You can see cops still there. Police say the violence broke out at a housewarming party inside of the Elements apartment, again here on 111th Avenue, right in downtown Bellevue. Now, 911 calls started coming in around 7:30 p.m. Police believe that all the victims knew one another, but it's still unclear what sparked this attack. They are working with a very large crime scene. That might be why they're still here this morning. It stretches from the 3rd floor to the 1st floor of the building. Here's what the police chief had to say about their first impressions of the scene.
We're getting a lot of reports, a lot of people hysterical, understandably so. When officers get there and the doors open, you're faced with a person with a gunshot wound. We don't know who did what. Multiple people are bleeding from injuries that they sustained. We're trying to preserve life and then control a very chaotic scene.
Now, I just briefly spoke to one of the officers who said they expect to stay on the scene for quite some time this morning as well. But police say there is no danger to the public right now. However, they are going to continue to investigate what led to this violence. They're reporting that this was a party, a celebration. So there's still some questions as to, it's unclear why and when things took a turn for the worst.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Something is wrong with these people, man, in Seattle, man. This city's going to shit. This city is going to shit. And this goes to show you how fucked up liberals are. This shows you how fucked up liberals are. This mayor, this weak ass mayor, Jenny Durkin, she facilitated all these motherfuckers doing all this bullshit. She let them have Chaz. She didn't go shut Chaz down. She let them niggas have Chaz. She let them protest. She let them tear up the city. And look, now they're calling for her to be removed. You can't do nice things for liberals, man. You can't do nice things for liberals. They will always, and I mean always, make you pay for them. You cannot do nice things for liberals. Don't do shit for a liberal. They will always turn on you. Always. They got the audacity to be trying to get this mayor fired after she let them start their own fucking country right in the middle of the city. She made the police officers evacuate the police station. She made all the business owners eat shit who were in CHOP. All the business owners had to just fucking deal with it. She told them, fuck you. They want to have an autonomous zone right there. It's too bad your business is right there. It sucks. Fuck you. She told the cops, okay, the precinct is down there. Too bad, cops. You gotta abandon that precinct. These people want an autonomous zone. She gave them all that shit, and now they want her out. Oh my God, that shit is funny, man. Now they want her out. Ain't that a motherfucker? They ain't shit for that. They ain't shit for that, man. She rolled with these niggas all. She rolled with the bullshit all the way. She rolled with that chaos and that dysfunction. She rolled with that shit. She basically was their biggest ally, because at any moment she could have shut that shit down. At any moment. She let that shit carry on day after day. And then it became fucking bigger and bigger. Then they was like, look, we taking this part of the city. Then she let it go and let it go and let it go for weeks and months. And these motherfuckers got the nerve to try to get rid of her ass. They ain't shit, man. These niggas ain't shit, man. These niggas ain't shit, man. Yeah, man. These niggas ain't shit. A judge ruled Friday that a petition to recall Seattle Mayor Jenny Durkan could move forward, as there was enough evidence for one of 7 allegations against her, accusing the mayor of violating her oath of office. The allegation pertained to the police's use of chemical weapons, and specifically how Durkan acted after learning police used tear gas on protesters during the pandemic. These niggas crying over tear gas. Y'all was burning down the fucking city. What the fuck? Oh my God. Wow. They literally turned on her fast as shit. They turned on her fast as shit. They turned on her fast as hell. They turned on her like, they literally turned on her in like a New York minute. She about to be out of a job. God damn it.
Every community leader I spoke to today says defunding the police department and the impact it's going to have on our community is a complicated issue. Pat Murakami is president of the South Seattle Crime Prevention Council. Her neighborhood has been hit hard by gangs and gun violence.
Overall, especially in the South Precinct, we haven't had enough patrol officers. So further defunding the police, I don't think it is really going to help. If we do a 50% cut, I think that we will regret it.
We also heard from LifeWire, a domestic violence shelter that serves survivors and their families in East and North King County since 1982.
That we have both very positive relationships with police departments, including Seattle, Bellevue, Kirkland, Redmond.
But there's also the other side.
We have survivors who won't call the police and who have had difficult experiences with the police.
Community organizations and advocates agree cutting funding is complicated, but there's some things to consider.
We are in favor of reallocating resources towards other things to keep survivors safe, especially housing, mental health.
We also talked to Reverend Harriet Walden. She's the founder of Mothers for Police Accountability.
We understand policing on a deep level.
You women is crazy. Women trying to defund the police. This shows you what a great of a This shows you how great this country is. Women have somehow think that they walk the streets safely and that they move through the world without fear of bodily harm because of themselves. That's how great this country is. Women have literally forgotten the law of the jungle. The law of the jungle is big bank take little bank, and the strongest survive. And one way that women have survived by being not strong physically is by marrying men, aligning themselves with men, or police. The fact that police are around. The fact that women are forgetting that and women are screaming for the police to be defunded, it just shows you how great of a country this is. Women are not in danger in this country. Women get attacked and assaulted. It happens. But it happens to such a small amount of them that they literally think that it's a good idea to get rid of police. If women were really being attacked and assaulted in the way that they say they are, no way women would be screaming for the police to be defunded. Women would look at the defund the police movement as misogynistic if they were being attacked and assaulted at a rate that society claims. Women have it good in this country. Very good. Very good. Very good in this country. They can run around talking about defunding the police. Give me another city. Somebody said, what was the other city somebody said? Yeah, they gonna get what they deserve in Seattle. Assaults and attacks are gonna go through the roof in Seattle, in Minneapolis. They gonna go through the roof. Assaults and attacks are gonna go through the roof, and they're gonna be brazen. Yeah, I did that video. That video's on that video's literally on this channel, man. That video's out of Indianapolis, man. Speaking of Indianapolis, or Niggernapolis as they call it, red states will secede from the union. Nah, everything will be alright, man. This Black Matter movement ain't gonna last.
A color change is easy. Nutrice has 77. From our darkest blacks to our lightest blondes. It nourishes violet colors, plus avocado, olive, and shea. Change a little, or a lot. Nutrice. Nourished hair, better color. By Garnier, naturally.
Developing news right now, another violent night in the Circle City with IMPD responding to several different locations. And we start with one incident that left a man dead after officers he was forcing his way into a residence on the east side. Fox 59's Alexa Green is live at IMPD headquarters. Alexa, police were saying early on this was not the first time that they've been to that home.
That's exactly right. Good morning to you, Zach. Police say they were there earlier in the day to respond to a stabbing. Then they said it was hours later that night, when those deadly shots were fired and that man was killed. This all happening and unfolding shortly after 11:30 on Indy's east side. This was in the 3600 block of North Linwood Avenue, right near 36th Street. Police say a woman was stabbed during the early morning hours. Then hours later, that suspect returned and forced his way inside. And that's when another woman shot and killed that man trying to break in, fearing for her life. We're told that woman stayed on the scene and is working with police.
We are investigating that person. She is fully cooperating with the department about the investigation and the shooting that occurred there at the residence.
Police say the victim and the suspect did know one another. We're told there was also another woman in the house who police are speaking with. Right now, though, we're working on finding out a little bit more about that man who was killed. At this point, all we know is that he was in his 30s. In the meantime, we are in touch with IMPD. They are continuing their investigation this morning. In the meantime, they're asking anybody with new information to give them a call. Of course, any new updates, we'll be sure to bring you on air and online. That's the latest from IMPD headquarters. Alexa.
Good for that woman, man. That man came over there and stabbed the woman at that house, left, came back that night and tried to break it again. I would love to get the description on that guy. I would love to get a description on that guy. I would love to get a description on that guy. She's a valedictorian. Yeah. That woman shot his ass. That's the second story we did like that in the last couple of days, man. That's the second story we did like that. I love stories like that. You break into someone's house, you die. Oh well. Oh well. See, niggas are march. Niggas go crazy over that guy. I don't give a shit.
Business is covered by Next Insurance. Share their life certificate 5.7 times per month. Get instant proof anytime, anywhere.
And new on Sunrise, IMPD is investigating a homicide this morning over on the city's east side. This happened last night just before midnight on North Linwood Avenue. This is near 36th and North Drexel Avenue. Here's what we're being told by police. One man was shot and killed. Detectives believe that that man forced his way into the home where he was shot. The homeowner did stay at the scene and is working with detectives in this case. Right now, police believe that both people involved did know each other. And just after 9:30 last night, a man was stabbed and killed in Lawrence. This happened in the Grand Reserve at Geist apartment complex that's located on Fox Road near...
That's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's like music to my ears. When intruders get shot by the homeowner. I love that shit. I love that shit. I love it when intruders get shot by the homeowner. I love it. Oh shit. Redskins caved in. All they had to do was wait. The mob is getting weak. I can't believe the Redskins caved in, man. The Redskins shouldn't have caved in. The mob, everybody who changed something during this Black Lives Matter shit is gonna regret it. This shit is over. This Black Lives Matter shit is over with. The tide has already turned on it. Everybody, Aunt Jemima, fucking Uncle Ben's, all these motherfuckers that switched up their program because of Black Lives Matter, they're gonna feel stupid. But that Black Lives Matter shit is over with, man. Don't nobody want to hear that shit for real no more. The only reason you still hearing about it is because of how much money they got. They got so much money that they can advertise. They can pay for advertising. They can pay for, attention. But really, nobody wants to hear that Black Lives Matter shit. Nobody wants to hear that Black Lives Matter shit anymore. That shit is getting annoying. I can't believe the Redskins folded to that shit, man. I'm not watching no more games. Fuck them. They folded to the fucking liberal BS. All they had to do is wait a week. All this bullshit will be over next week. All this Black Lives Matter bullshit will be over next week. All they had to do was wait a fucking week. This Black Lives Matter shit is bullshit. It's bullshit. Hit the like button, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, support the channel. Bringing you this real news. The Redskins is bullshit for that, man. That's bullshit. I'm pissed off about this, man. I'm pissed off the Redskins is changing their name, man. That's my team, man. I'm pissed off about that, man. I'm pissed off about that, man. It's bullshit. This is bullshit. Yeah, man. Yeah, and everybody like, yeah, man, they gotta change the name, man. Yeah, man, they gotta change the name, man. That shit ain't right. What, it just what? Once George Floyd got killed, the Redskin name became offensive when George Floyd got killed. The Red Tails. Fuck a red tail. I ain't watching that shit no more. I'm not watching that shit no more. I'm not watching this shit no more. I'm done with them. Washington foreskin. I'm done with that, man. I'm done with that, man. I'm done with that, man. I'm done with them, man. Fuck them. Fuck them. I'm pissed off like shit right now. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off, man. The Red Wolves. Fuck. This shit is weak, man. Yeah, this shit is weak, man. What's wrong with that, man? It's a fucking Indian, man. Indians exist. Indians exist, man. What about the Minnesota Vikings? The Minnesota Vikings is shit. They racist, man. Anything named after a person should be racist now. Every team that's named, the Patriots, the Vikings, every team that's named after a person should be. You heard they going after the Warriors? I mean, I heard they going after the Warriors, man. They trying to go after the Golden State Warriors, man. They trying to go after the Golden State Warriors because the Warriors is like a fucking. Warriors is like a fucking Warriors is a slur now. Fuck this shit. This shit is annoying, man. I hate you liberals. I'm always gonna hate you liberals for this. I'm always gonna hate you liberals for this. I'm always gonna hate you liberals for this. I'm never forgiving you liberals. I'm never forgiving you liberals for this one. This one hurt. This one hurt, man. They about to change the fucking name. It's called moving forward. Fuck forward. Fuck forward. This ain't got shit to do with moving forward. This about fucking PC bullshit. They wait till George Floyd get killed to fucking be offended by the name. Now that George Floyd dead, George Floyd done caused a lot of trouble, man. That motherfucker done caused a lot of fucking trouble. So you mean to tell me if George Floyd didn't die, this shit we would still be called the Redskins? This shit sucks, man. You know how many times they came for our name? They came for this name a lot of times. They came for this name a lot of times. They came for our name a lot of times, man. They came for our name a lot of times. This is not the first time they came for our name. They came for our name a lot of times. Shit pisses me the fuck off, man. The Washington Floyds. The Washington meth heads. I like that, got a nice ring to it. The Washington meth heads. I could go with that. If they change the name to the Washington meth heads, I'll go with that. Right, George started a revolution. Bronx man, let's see this. Bronx man puts NYPD cop in headlock as crowd cheers. Outrage. Oh shit. He put the cop in the headlock. That shit is crazy, man. He put the cop in the headlock. And niggas cheered. Let me see if I can find that on Twitter, man. And niggas cheered. And them same niggas gonna be calling the police for some reason in the future. Nobody calls the police more than niggas. Let me tell you that right now. Nobody calls the police more than niggas. Nobody. Nobody. Is it? This nigga put the police officer in the headlock. I'm trying to see footage of it. I want to see some footage of this shit. Bronx man puts police officer in headlock. Shit's sad, man. Shit is sad. This shit is sad. Shit is sad, man. NYPD cop placed in headlock while trying to break up Bronx crowd, video shows. Let's see this shit. Man, what the fuck? Where is it? Look at the video. Yeah, hit the like button, share, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. You can support the channel via PayPal, via the Cash App. Fuck them up, fuck them up. An unidentified man who filmed the lawless encounter shouts, I'm trying to see the video, man. Where's the video? Well, that's another video. Here you go. Here we go.
Pussy, bro. Y'all wildin', yeah, nigga. Y'all niggas is wildin', bro. Look, bro. Look, bro. Look, bro. Look, bro. What's up with you, bro? What's up with you, bro? What's up with you, bro? Smoke, pussy. They just smoked the shit out of you. They just smoked you, pussy. Nigga just got smoked. Oh shit. Mira, vale. Let me get it. The fuck out of here. Y'all niggas is pussy, nigga. Suck my dick, nigga. Suck my dick, nigga. Suck my dick. Oh, y'all niggas suck my dick, nigga. Fuck out of here. Y'all niggas is all pussy, nigga. NYPDK, man. NYPDK, nigga.
Salute, salute, salute. Thank you for the baby. Salute, Kev. Yeah, man. Some Pampers, man. For the salute. Salute. Salute for some Pampers, man. This is a very, 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 very disturbing scene right here, man. It just shows you the type of environment these police go into when they going into these neighborhoods where them liberals won't go. Let me tell you something. Them Black Lives Matter activists you see out here, they would never go into these neighborhoods without a police escort. Never. These neighborhoods are dangerous. These are the neighborhoods where niggas look at you and it's like, damn, you feel it. When you go around neighborhoods like this and niggas stare at you, you feel that shit. Stares. Niggas can make you scared with looks. It's dirty, it's loud, it's chaotic. Life is very cheap. And police got to go into these neighborhoods all the time because there's a lot of people there that are not thugs, that are not drug dealers, that are shut in their house, that can't fucking walk to the store, that can't hang outside. There's a lot of good people in this neighborhood that can't go outside because these niggas is outside.
Pussy, bro. Y'all wildin', yeah, nigga. Y'all niggas is wildin', bro. Look, bro. Look, bro. Look, bro. Look, bro. What's up with you, bro? What's up with you, bro? What's up with you, bro? smoke, pussy. They just smoked the shit out of you. They just smoked you, pussy. Nigga just got smoked. Oh shit. Mira, vale. Let me get it. The fuck out of here. Y'all niggas is pussy, nigga. Suck my dick, nigga. Suck my dick, nigga. Suck my dick. Oh, y'all niggas suck my dick, nigga. Fuck out of here. Y'all niggas is all pussy, nigga. NYPDK, you heard? NYPDK, nigga.
That city's gone to shit. That city is fucking... That city's done. That city's done. They cleaned that city up pretty good, man. That city was the fucking worst back in the 80s, in the early 90s. They cleaned it up. They cleaned it up a little bit. Made it livable where white people wanted to come. White people wanted to come and fucking live there. That's how you knew it would get better, when white people started coming to live there. You embarrassed? Salute. Amber. Salute to you, Amber. Appreciate you. Thank you for the donation, man. Appreciate you. Dawn. Salute, Dawn. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate you. If you want to support the channel, you can support the channel via PayPal or via the Cash App. If you're being entertained and informed. Back to Indianapolis, man. I might go to New York. I'm gonna go to New York after this video. We'll go back to New York, see what's going on in New York.
Violence continuing this morning. Police are reporting another person shot just after 7 o'clock this morning in the 1100 block of West 29th Street. That's near Frank Young Park. And we can tell you that this is on the near west side. When officers located the victim, the person was awake and breathing. In total, Metro Police are investigating now 5 separate shootings since 9 o'clock last night, and those include a double homicide on the east side. Fox 59's Alexa Green is live downtown.
This is fucking Indianapolis. Indianapolis. Which you would probably, if I told you to name the worst cities in the country, you probably would never even think to name Indianapolis. You name 100 other cities, you never think Indianapolis. Indianapolis is a fucking hellhole. Indianapolis is a hellhole. We did a story earlier this year where 4 like 18 to 21-year-olds were found dead in a house. A marijuana deal gone bad. Some fucking weed. And some niggas went in there and killed 4 18 to 21-year-olds. Executed them all. All over some fucking weed, like an ounce of weed.
On following these developments this morning, Alexa.
Good morning to you, Zach. We just checked in with Metro Police about 15 minutes or so ago. They tell us at this time, details are still limited. They are still investigating what exactly led up to this double homicide that unfolded around 1:30 this morning. Let's get to some video from the scene. This is what we know. Police tell us they got a call around 1:30 this morning for reports of shots fired in the 2300 block of North Sheridan. That's on Indy's east side. Once there, detectives found 2 men suffering from gunshot wounds, and both were pronounced dead at the scene. Then, as detectives were canvassing the area, they found a third victim a few blocks away. That man also found suffering from gunshot wounds. He was transported to the hospital, and this morning we're asking police if they have any suspect information or if they know what exactly led up to this deadly shooting. As always, Metro Police are asking anybody if you were near that scene, if you know anything about what happened. They're asking you to pick up the phone this morning and call Metro Police, or you can call Crime Stoppers. That number is 262-TIPS. Zach?
Alexa, thanks a lot. And of course, this was one of several violent incidents that police responded to overnight, right? You've been tracking this.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We, again, have been in touch with Metro Police a number of times this morning. A very, very busy night for IMPD officers responding to multiple scenes, including that most recent one that happened this morning. We do want to go through some of them. We do know it was about 7 people shot in the overnight hours. This first shooting, though, it happened in Speedway and left a woman injured around 9 last night. That was on Maplewood Drive near Crawfordsville Road. Investigators say that woman was awake and talking when emergency crews arrived. Then it was a few hours later at 12:30 this morning. Police say a domestic disturbance between 2 women on Indy's near West Side led to one of them being shot. That was in the 1200 block of Tremont Street. When police arrived, they found one woman in critical condition. Police say they took the other woman into custody, and she is considered a suspect. Then an hour later, at 1:30 this morning, investigators say a male victim walked into Methodist Hospital after being shot. They believed that happened in the 1300 block of Roosevelt Avenue on the east side. No word on any possible suspects, but we're told that victim is in stable condition. Again, Metro Police asking for the community's help. If you know anything about any of these incidents, pick up the phone and call IMPD. Zach, we'll send it back to you.
Lots going on. Alexa, thank you very much. After 2 days of searching, investigators say they've found a body at Eagle Creek Reservoir, but they're not sure if it's the same man they've been looking for a couple days. On Wednesday, police say strong wind and heavy rain threw a man off a paddle boat. After an exhaustive search, members of the Pike Township Fire Department found a body floating in the water yesterday. Now the coroner's office hopes to identify that person after getting dental records or possibly blood work.
Unbelievable. Indianapolis, dangerous as any other city in this country. Just as dangerous as any other fucking city in this country. You hear me? Indianapolis is just as dangerous as any other city in this country. It shouldn't be like that either, man. Indianapolis should be a place you get to go. Like if you want to get away from niggas, where do you go now, man? Where can you go? Where can you go if you want to get away from niggas? If you just like, look, I can't take niggas no more. I need to find me a place to get where there ain't no niggas around. Where the fuck can you go? There's nowhere to run to. Nowhere to hide no more. Niggas is everywhere. Niggas are everywhere. Yeah, the 10% rule. You got 10% niggas.
Police demonstrators are located at. They are meeting at 6 o'clock. These are Black Lives Matter protesters. Now, just a few blocks down is where the pro-police demonstrators are located at. They are meeting at 6 o'clock. This group showed up early right here at 5:30, and again, there were a number of confrontations that took place yesterday.
Pro-police demonstrators took to the streets this weekend from Suffern in Rockland County.
I see hundreds of supporters that support our Suffern Police Department. that support our New York State troopers, that support all of law enforcement across this country.
To right here in New York City, where tensions ran high. Listen as this demonstrator from the pro-police side yells racist and sexist slurs at the counter-demonstrators in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn.
Why you
Video shows another pro-police demonstrator shove an unaffiliated independent journalist, breaking her camera. She told us right beforehand she was shoved to the ground, leaving her with bruises on her arm.
There was police behind us, Black Lives Matter protesters in front of us. Moments later, somebody shoves me into a tree. It was a guy from the same group in a gray shirt. So I was just shocked.
Scootercaster is an independent news service that records video used by multiple TV outlets, including Pix 11.
Was walking behind them towards the BLM protesters. Then the third guy in an American striped shirt suddenly turns around, grabs my camera, and starts running away with it. And right in front of the cops, he sees them and he smashes the camera on the ground.
Good, you wasn't doing nothing good, worthwhile with that camera. You weren't doing shit that was worth a fuck with that camera, you liberal demon. You don't need no fucking camera if you gonna be running around doing that shit. Good. Good. I'm glad you don't have no camera no more, you fucking psycho. Out there with Black Lives Matter, knowing half them niggas around there would rob your ass if they had the chance. Running around talking about defund the police. You can't even keep a nigga from grabbing your camera. The police is right there. You can't stop somebody from grabbing your camera. And you talking about defund the police. These people are crazy. These people are absolutely crazy. What's wrong with these people, man? I'm glad they took your camera. I'm happy. That makes me happy. You talking about Black Lives Matter, bitch. You don't care about no fucking black lives. The bitch don't give a fuck about no black lives. She run around talking about some Black Lives Matter. That bitch don't give a fuck about a black life. She don't give a flying fuck about a black life. Unless there's fucking cameras around and shit. And she can get some fucking virtue signal points for that shit. That bitch do not care about no fucking black lives. The fuck up. Go buy a new camera. Hate these damn liberals, man. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. I hate their ass. Black Lives Matter, bitch, you idiot. You idiot. Don't you know that the only reason you're not getting robbed is because there's a bunch of police down here? Okay? The only reason you didn't get robbed is right now is there's a bunch of police down here, you jackass. Defund the police.
Start your day with Eyewitness News. Weekday
mornings on Channel 7.
New at 6 o'clock, a single mother on Long Island says she is the target of ongoing threats and racist harassment at her home. Jennifer owns this home in Valley Stream. She claims a man has been throwing feces and dead squirrels into her yard. She says she has video of his committing the acts, and he has allegedly threatened her, saying she can, quote, be erased. Jennifer has posted signs outside her home detailing the aggression in case she is harmed.
I have videos of him in blackface or a mask pretending that he has a gun. I have his friend on video spitting on my property. I have his friend on video saying that he's going to get my cameras taken down.
The Nassau County Police are investigating.
Look, y'all did so many hate crime hoaxes that now they really starting to happen. I don't feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for black people. Black people did so many hate crime hoaxes that now if they really starting to happen, oh well. You asked for it. You fucking brought that energy. White person ain't fucking committed a hate crime in 30 years. You niggas kept faking them and kept doing hoaxes. Okay, well now they really starting to happen. Oh well. Oh well. Call the police. Call the police that you're trying to defund. Since you got a problem with it, call the same police you're trying to get defunded. Call a fucking social worker. Have the police have them send a fucking social worker down there to talk to the guy.
New signs of optimism. Hospitalizations are down.
Wow, what a story. Trust Eyewitness News to guide you.
What it will take to reopen.
Much more work is still needed. It's our job to get you through this.
First, it shows that man putting the officer into a headlock. Retired Chief of Detectives Robert Boyce tells us that the officer needed stitches to his head, and he says this incident is indicative of the anti-police climate in the city.
Morale's really low, and nobody's looking out for him. Crickets from City Hall. So I understand it all. It's you're out there, you're trying to make a difference, you're trying to stop violence before it happens, and they're being set upon by a crowd.
The Sergeants Benevolent Association suggests the video demonstrates just how dangerous it would be to ban officers from using moves that might restrict the suspect's airflow. A bill that would do that is now awaiting the mayor's signature.
Oh yeah, you know what? The funny thing about their headlock thing? The suspects ain't banned for putting them in headlocks. Isn't that crazy how you can ban the police from using headlocks, but there's nothing you can do to prevent suspects from putting them in headlocks? Ain't it crazy how that works? You can ban guns in the city so law-abiding citizens can't have access to them, but the criminals have tons of them because they don't give a fuck about the law? Isn't that crazy how that works? Isn't that crazy how that works? That the criminals don't give a shit about your laws? Isn't that interesting? Criminals don't care about the law. What a fucking... Oh man, this is look at this. 18-year-old high school graduate dies saving 2 swimmers off Venture, New Jersey beach. Damn. Sad story, man. Seemed like a good kid. I hate when a good kid like this dies. Seemed like a good kid. Was trying to help others.
ABC 7 New York is now streaming live newscasts, breaking news, and weather with our new ABC 7 app on all these platforms. Just search ABC 7 New York and download our free app.
ABC 7.
Keeping you connected.
Damn, Jalen, that's fucked up, man. It's fucked up, man. Give me another city, man. Nightly News with Op Nation, news you can choose. The only interactive news program on YouTube. Support the channel via PayPal, via the Cash App. Yeah, when you drown and you just trying to get to shore. So a lot of people who are drowning, they actually pull the person who's trying to save them under, because the urge to breathe and the urge to live is so strong that they don't give a fuck about you. They use your body as a fucking. They're push against your body to get above the water. The urge to live and the urge to breathe is insane. Once it's taken from you. Yeah, a drowning person will pull you down. I don't know if they drowned them. I just can imagine that I've seen a bunch of stories of like that, where a drowning person, a person jumped in to save them, and that fucking person, because they're so hysterical, like they're drowning, they're dying. Their lungs are filling with water. They can't breathe. They get one gasp of breath, and they fucking pulling on you. You trying to fucking save them, and they pulling on you and shit. Next thing you know, both of y'all is under. That's how it goes, man. Yeah, primitive, yeah. We're not talking about like thinking. We're talking about like fucking Cro-Magnon shit. Life, survival. That's why it's so annoying when you hear niggas in the United States talk about surviving. It's hard. We keep racism is we can't survive with race. Motherfucker, they don't know shit about survival, man. Survival is survival is some next level shit, man. Yeah, survival instincts. You not even survival, another breath instincts. You just trying to get another breath. You're not trying to survive. You're trying to get another gasp of air. Okay? And then you go and take it from there. You get this one gasp of air, then you take it from there. Okay? And just imagine, think about it, not being able to swim. Think about it. You can't swim. A lot of these people can't swim and shit. Like being in water, I can swim a little bit. I can swim enough to like get from one end of the pool to the other and shit. But I'm not a great swimmer. But could you imagine, like, these people can't swim. A lot of these people can't swim. They don't even know how to fucking tread water. Tread water. They don't know how to tread water. You said go to Alaska? Anchorage, Alaska, man. I think Anchorage is the city they got in there. Yeah, they got a city in Anchorage. COVID-19 in Alaska, bullshit. 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 It's too cold up there for it's too cold up there for fucking COVID. Bullshit. They bringing this COVID shit up to Alaska. Leave them people alone, man. Leave them damn Alaskans alone, man. Leave them Alaskans alone, man. Ain't no niggas in Alaska, so ain't no murder. Ain't no murder in Alaska, man. Ain't no murders up there, man. Ain't no niggas up here. Uh-oh. Homicide investigation. I spoke too soon. They do got a homicide up here, man. Anchorage police have released details about what led to a deadly shooting in the Midtown area. Police say there was some kind of altercation in the parking lot between the female and the two other people. It escalated when shots were fired, resulting in the female victim's death. APD says multiple people were taken in for questioning. No charges have been filed. Police did not arrest two people identified as 19-year-old Thomas West and 23-year-old Jayra Demings. Alaska. They didn't even charge, they didn't even arrest those people. They probably like, fuck it. Frontier justice. Frontier justice for your ass. Work it out on your own. Y'all figure it out. Give me another city, man. Nightly news with Arc Nation News. You can choose the only interactive news program on YouTube. Mods, post the link. We said Twitter, Jewish privilege. Mods, post that link, man. If you want to support this channel, you can support this channel via PayPal or via the Cash App. We accept donations to keep our movement going. We like Black Lives Matter. We accept donations. We like the George Floyd family. We like the Floyd family. We accept donations. We like the family we like the family of Rayshard Brooks. We accept donations. Jewish privilege. Guess we're at the Jewish privilege part of 2020. Let's see. Hold on, let me move this up. Because neo-Nazis have a social platform. Where to start? Is it the privilege of my mom never getting to meet her grandparents because they were murdered? Or is it her parents being robbed of their childhoods by being put in camps? Well, that shit happened over there. That shit happened in Germany. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. How many of y'all know that Americans actually saved the Jews from the Nazis? The Americans are the ones who went over there and found all them camps. Them camps was hidden them camps were hidden off the grid. American soldiers went over there and found those camps and freed all those people that hadn't been killed yet. So I don't know if I can feel I got relatives that fought in World War II. I don't know if I can feel bad about that shit because we the ones who freed that. We freed y'all. This dude said, my dad getting the shit kicked out of him every day at school for being a kike to kids in New Hampshire, throwing pennies at me on the bus, to pastors in Florida calling for my death and telling their congregation that knocking my teeth out and killing me would be God's work. Hashtag Jewish privilege. So So Jews are coming on here, and Sarah Silverman. Okay, that's Sarah Silverman, the comedian. Damn. Throwing pennies. They be throwing pennies at Jews. That's crazy. This person says, I got a call from the principal at my son's high school calling me down to show me that a death threat from my family was written in the men's room with a large swastika. During a 3 to 4 year period with over 20 kids harassing my boys. Too much to post here. So here comes, so Jewish, I've never seen any of this stuff happen to Jewish people. I've never seen any of this stuff happen to Jews, but I don't know a lot of Jewish people. So Jewish people are saying they don't have privilege. Do you believe that? What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think Jewish people have privilege? Who thinks Jewish people have privilege? I don't know, man. Jewish people are white people, man. The Jews in this country, what we call Jews, those are white people to me. They just white people. They just white people. Most of the Jewish people I know are just white people. You wouldn't know they were Jews unless you asked them, or they were wearing a yarmulke. They just white people. Very successful white people. Very successful too. Yeah, they're very successful. They're not a race. They're just white people. But their religion, their culture or religion, Sarah Silverman. Sir, see, Jews gonna get tired of this shit. They want some of this. Jews want some of this. Jews want some of this pity party that you niggas is throwing. You niggas, see, this is the thing. Black folk want it to all be about them. Black folk don't want to share none of this oppression Olympics. It's other groups that want to take part in the oppression Olympics with you niggas. So you niggas is gonna have to understand. It's other groups that want to take part in these oppression Olympics with you. Niggas want to do it all by themselves. Other groups want to take part in the oppression Olympics. You said my aunt was walked down the street bald-headed because she messed with a German. Damn. So you're Jewish, Kim? Are you Jewish? Because we need a Jewish perspective, man. We need a Jewish perspective, man. Oh, you're Dutch? Okay. Salute to the Dutch, man. Y'all got good soccer, man. I love Dutch soccer, man. I love Dutch soccer. Dennis Bergkamp. Kluivert. I loved them, the Dutch soccer teams back in the day, man. Y'all fell off. What's my boy, what's the one bald head dude? I forgot his name. Damn. He was on the 2010 team. The little striker. I forgot his name. From Holland. He had a bald head. He was really good, man. Yeah, I like the Dutch. The Dutch are real good at football. I like them, man. I like the football team, man. They're very good at football. Because it's a little teeny country, man. Like, you gotta understand, like, to produce that many great football players in a little teeny country like that is hard. They're not a country like, 50,000, 30. I think they got like, what, 3 million people? 3 million people, something like that. They don't have a lot of people. And they produce a lot of good soccer players. A very small country. Look up old frame game videos. He's a Jewish dude that exposes it all, but a lot of his videos were deleted. Oh, well, I ain't fucking with him. If his shit got deleted, I ain't fucking with him. You said academics, media, banking, and politics, they run it all. I don't think they run politics, but I do think they run media. They run, Jews are very good verbally. They test very well verbally. So on the IQ test, their verbal is off the charts. Their language skills are off the charts. So they're going to be like judges and lawyers and writers. You know what I mean? Anything where you need oratory skills and creativity, they're very good at that. Now, they don't do well with spatial skills like the Asians are. So you don't see a lot of Jewish engineers, a lot of Jewish people in, STEM. They don't really dominate STEM, even though you see them there. But yeah, they dominate the legal system. I think that's what you probably mean when you say politics. They dominate the legal system. You know what I mean? The legislative branch. A lot of judges, a lot of lawyers, a lot of paralegals. Yeah, APAC is held here in D.C. APAC is held right here in D.C. I walked past it when it was held. It was here last year at the convention center. I walked past it. I didn't go in though. Yeah, you talk about a big fucking, yeah. That's a big thing right there, APAC. You said, how are Jews successful and not black? Well, I mean, when you talk about blacks, you're talking about look, man. Jews have a family structure. And Jews do have very high IQs though. Like, they have a high IQs. You can't Ashkenazi Jews, they're very intelligent. They're very smart. They're very good with money. And when you're good with money, you're going to be successful. They're shrewd businessmen. They don't make bad deals. You can't screw them over in a business deal. They'll screw you over, but you can't screw them over in a business deal. They're very good with language. They can talk. They can convince you of things. So you know what I mean. Their skills are in. Their skill. They have a lot of very good skills, man. That's why they're successful, man. They have a lot of skills, man. You know what I'm saying? They're smart people. The Jews I know personally are fucking very smart. I don't know no idiot Jews. No mushmouth Jews. I just don't. Maybe there are some. I just don't know no mushmouth dumb Jews. They're all very smart. And they're all about something. They doing something. And they very low single mother family rate. You don't see a lot of single mothers. You don't see a lot of single mothers in their community. Marriages and shit. A lot of marriages. So you got the two income household. So the kids grow up in 2-income households. So they're stable households. A lot of the bills are paid. College tuition is ready. Tutoring on the weekends. Safe environments for the most part. Church, religion, whether you agree with their religion or not, they have a faith in something. They have something that grounds them, and then they look out for each other. Like Jews are gonna look out for each other, man. Gonna help the next one up. They're gonna help the next one. The next one's gonna help the next one. I don't resent Jews like a lot of people do. You know, having known a few of them, but I haven't seen the anti-Semitism. I haven't been looking for it though, but I have seen that they fucking very resourceful. That's a word that I would describe them. They're resourceful. They're very resourceful. They can take a little bit and make a lot out of it. Like if you put 1,000 niggas in a neighborhood and 2 Jews in a neighborhood, and let's just say a store popped up. So somewhere in that neighborhood, a store popped up. It's 1,000 niggas and 2 Jews in the neighborhood. There's no stores. There's nothing. There's just houses. If a fucking store popped up, I would bet you dollars to donuts that one of those 2 Jews opened that store over any one of those 1,000 niggas. I would bet you dollars to donuts. Your Indian people are very resourceful, but here's the thing about Indian people. Indian people aren't doing that. Indian people are doing very well here. They're doing very well here. Don't get me wrong. They're doing very well here. But they have their own country. And their country is not really doing well. Their country's doing decent. It's doing decent, but there's a lot of poverty in India. Israel, on the other hand, or wherever Jews are, then they don't experience that much poverty. Like India has literally hundreds of millions of people living in poverty. Hundreds of million people living in not American poverty where, you know, you say you got a flat screen TV and lights and running water and shit. I'm talking about real poverty. It's hundreds of millions of Indians living in real poverty. So I can't really say like that say they're the same as Jews because their own country is abject poverty in India. But they're like Nigerians. I would compare Indians to Nigerians. Their country is screwed up, but they can come here within the framework of the United States. They know how to work this system and become very successful. Yeah. They know how to work this system. Indians know how to work this system and become very successful because there's so much opportunity in America. Like, if you think about America, there's so much opportunity. The bus runs, the trains, like, you can get anywhere. Like in DC, you can get anywhere. You can get anywhere in the world, anywhere in this country, from like the corner of your street. You catch the bus to the train, you catch the train to the Amtrak, you catch the Amtrak to the MARC train, whatever, blah, blah, blah. School. The schools have heat in the summertime, in the wintertime, and they have air conditioning in the wintertime. And the classrooms are small. You know what I'm saying? You can learn. The books. Academic help. All those kids come over here and get degrees. Any Indian person comes over here, they're going to get a fucking degree. First thing they're going to do is come get a degree and get a good job, get married, and poof, they off. And I know a lot of y'all wondering why niggas can't do that. And all I can say to that is, something wrong with his mind. He can't think. Something wrong with his mind. Yeah, like traffic in India is like, they still using horse and buggies. They still using them things where people run the fucking little carts where people man-powered carts and shit. India is very, very, very dense. Like, it's a lot of people. It's very, very dense. Like, you motherfuckers gotta understand. Like, let me just show you. What the people live like over there. Hundreds of millions. Because you gotta understand, they got like almost 2 billion people in their country. So they have like 1 billion people who are living in abject poverty. I'm talking about abject poverty. Real poverty. Yeah. Abject poverty. So the ones you see come over here are not really, like, look, when you come out of this and you come to America, think about it. If you lived here and you, by God's grace, you ended up in America, you won't run circles around white people and black people like they do. Like, Indians don't just run circles around niggas. They run circles around white people. You gotta understand that too. Because unbeknownst to Black Lives Matter, you know, even though this doesn't fit Black Lives Matter's white privilege mantra or agenda, it's a lot of white folk in this country that ain't worth shit. It's like 100 million white folk in this country that ain't about shit but smoking some meth and fucking fishing and hunting and shit and hanging out and drinking some beers and shit. It's a whole bunch of white folk that ain't like worth crap in this country, and them Indians come over here and run circles around them too. Think about it, you come from that. Think about if you lived there. Think about if you lived here and you made it to the United States. Yeah, East Asians are, I'd say East Asians are the most successful. Yeah, like, they don't have public works. Nobody comes and picks up the trash and shit. Like, just the fact that you can put your little trash in the bin and put the bin out in front of your house, and like clockwork, every week when you get off work, those bins will be empty, sitting there in front of your house. Every week. When you wake up in the morning, on Tuesday or Thursday, whatever day it is, and you drag the fucking bins, the trash bins out to the corner, and you get in your car and you drive to work, every fucking time you get off of work, those bins are empty when you get off work. Every time. The idea that somebody comes and picks up your trash is like, these people, they can't fathom that. You know what I'm saying? They can't fathom the fact that the government comes and picks up your trash and takes it somewhere, and you don't have to worry about it no more. Like, they live in squalor, man. They live with their trash. Actually, their trash is valuable. You can pick through that trash, plastic, like those plastic bags. They can take all those plastic bags somewhere and sell them shits. Anything, cardboard, plastic, anything can be reused and recycled. They can sell that shit. These people live in squalor. So when they come to the United States, man, it's like, and they see, oh, you motherfuckers complaining and talking about you ain't got no. Look at the sewer. This is the sewer system. You gotta understand, the sewer is running right through the fucking. The sewer runs right through the fucking tenements and shit. Yeah, they work their asses off. And it's a shame. It's a shame, but it's true. They outwork Americans, man. You ain't got a shot in hell against one of these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers can't even speak the English. That accent they got, they can't even speak the language, because their language, the consonants and the vowels, the way their language is, the way their tongues have to be, the way their tongues are trained to speak their language makes it very hard for them to speak this language. It's very hard for them to speak this language because of the consonants and vowels and inflections and intonations they have to use to speak their language. It's very hard for them to transition to English. So they're always going to have very thick accents. Look at this shit. Like 1 million motherfuckers live here. The little kids are playing. This is what little kids play. Yeah, they have a bunch of languages. Yeah, Untouchables, or the Dalits, or Dravidian, whatever they call them now. I think they call them Dalits now, but they used to call them Untouchables. This is what kids play. This is what children play. Now you telling me if you send this boy to the United States, he gonna get a 1600 on the SAT, and he ain't gonna miss a day of school. This boy, you send this boy to Baltimore City Public Schools. Send this boy to the worst school in Baltimore, with the kids fucking with him and the kids trying to kick his ass and beat him up and take his lunch money. This kid will still turn out to be a fucking success. Because the worst school in Baltimore, the worst school in Baltimore City, is better than the best school, 10 times better than the best school that they got in his neighborhood. Salute. We got a donation. Salute, Bird Nation. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the donation. The Nightly News with Ock Nation News. You can choose the only interactive news program on YouTube. If you are being informed and entertained, you can Hit that Cash App. Hit that PayPal. This kid right here, you put him in the worst school in fucking Chicago. And of course the kid's gonna pick on him because he's smart. They're gonna make fun of him and shit. But he ain't gonna miss a day of school. He gonna do all his work. The teacher's gonna love him. Cause look where he comes from. Look at this shit. This is where kids play. Kids literally are playing right here. Kids play. Okay? Yeah, running water, free lunches. The running water? They don't have running water. Running water, a bath? A bath? What is a bath? These people like a bath. Like, if you don't take a shower every day. I remember when I went to school, when I was in school, I miss a shower one day. I go to school funky. The kids will make fun of you and shit. Make fun of me and shit. Like, you ain't take no shower last night. Your underarms stink. Many of these kids haven't had a bath in years. A bath? You gonna waste that water on fucking a bath? It's survival out here. Somebody can drink that water. What the fuck is wrong with you? And all the diseases that are... Like, just think about all the diseases that are right there, man. Mosquitoes, all that still water. Standing water. Dirty sewage and shit. And it's not like a couple of people living like this. They got 1 billion people living like this over there in India. 1 billion. They got 1 billion people living like this. Yeah, they get monsoons, the weather. Don't even talk about the weather. They live like this for generations. Like their parents lived like this. This is a good neighborhood. This is actually a good neighborhood right here. This looks like a good neighborhood to me. You see a car right there. You see a motorcycle. You see a couple of trucks. This is actually a good neighborhood. The street looks relatively clean. This actually is a good neighborhood right here. He said, wife, cousin went to India, got a person. Yeah, don't drink the water. You can't drink the water. They're used to it. They're used to it over there. But yeah, don't drink the water. You go over there. Do not drink the water. Don't drink anything somebody gives you. Not because it's poison, but because it's just the water they used to over there. You're not used to that here. Like, turning on the faucet and water, just clean water coming out. That's such a luxury that we take for granted, man. We take that completely for granted. That you turn on the water, you turn that faucet and water come out. Man, listen, the other day I took like a 20-minute shower. I was in the shower for like 20 minutes. Hot water. 20 minutes worth of hot water. These motherfuckers... the amount of water I wasted in that shower is these motherfuckers would use in a week. I was just in that motherfucker washing, just twirling and shit. I was like, washing my hair, just like Yeah, monkeys are sacred. Over there, monkeys are gods. So monkeys, you can't, monkeys roam the city. Gangs of monkeys roam around terrorizing people. Okay? So monkeys are sacred and cows are sacred. Okay? So you can't harm a cow and you can't harm a monkey. And they're everywhere. Yeah, this is how people live. Kids are playing. Kids will play anywhere. One thing about kids, when you're a kid, you don't know. These kids don't know no different. You gotta understand. This little girl doesn't know any different. She doesn't. This is all she knows. So this is normal to her. This is normal. She doesn't know. And this little girl don't know no different. Okay? These people don't know any different. They don't know. They don't know that this is... Then when they come to America, it's like, oh shit. They come to America, and it's like, oh shit, I'm about to take over the world. And then when these people see niggas, you gotta understand, when these people see niggas and complaining, it really irritates these people. These people get really irritated when they hear niggas talk about niggas complaining about lack of opportunities and shit. These people get really incensed. They get incensed. They hear niggas talking about lack of opportunities. They get really incensed. Like these people right here, hearing black people in America talking about they can't make it and shit. They need help. These people got to sit here in America, hear black people talk about they need help. These people literally got to listen to black people talk about they need help. Talking about the police and shit. These people would love to have police. You know how much crime are in these neighborhoods? You know how much crime? You know Indian police? Indian police are savages. Indian police don't play no games, man. Listen, you talk back to a policeman in India, you basically, like, if they just send you to the hospital, you lucky. You think that somebody here can file a complaint about police brutality? Just look at this shit. Does it look like somebody around here can file a complaint about police brutality? Get on their computer and log on to the police police precinct's website and file a report about police brutality? Yeah. Listen. First of all, there's no such thing as domestic violence either. Like that's out of the question. Domestic violence? What do you mean domestic violence? Your husband hit you? Well, that's your business. Like an Indian woman would never think to call the police because her husband hit her. Like, they don't even think like that. Like domestic violence, Me Too, there's none of that shit. That shit, it's not even that there's not a Me Too movement or there's not domestic violence. It's that the concept doesn't exist. So in order for Me Too to exist in the United States, there has to be a concept that, yeah, this stuff is wrong to do to women. You shouldn't do this to women. And then from that concept comes domestic violence and things like that. That concept doesn't exist in India. Okay? They don't even have that concept. It doesn't even. It's not even like. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Something. He hit his wife. Yeah, they were arguing, so he hit her. Like the fuck? Like, what do you mean? Are you saying like this? They were arguing. He knocked her across the room. What? That's part of being married and shit. Yeah, they don't even have the concept of these things. Human rights? What do you mean human rights? You mean like you have a certain amount of rights just as a human? So because you're a human, you have these certain rights. Nah, they don't have that. Like those are concepts that are those are Western concepts. Only white people think like that. I hate to say it, only white people think like that. Only white people think that, okay, you deserve to be treated a certain way because you're a human. Not, and yes, they have hierarchies and classism and racism and things like that, but the base level human rights that even the lowest people on the rung have, only white people think like that. You can't go nowhere else in the world where you find that shit. Unless white people have fucking taken over that country. Those are white. That's how white people think. Fairness and shit, being fair and shit, and being, you know what I'm saying, and sharing. Those are white concepts. I hate to say it. That shit white people do. Nobody, you won't find it nowhere else. Sharing and equality, just the thought, even though we know equality doesn't exist, the thought of equality. You can't go nowhere else and talk that shit unless white people is around. Go somewhere where it ain't no white people and just mention equality. Look at these kids playing. They're playing. That's sewage. That's raw sewage. These kids are playing in raw sewage. That's raw sewage. That would be like if one of these pipes under the street. See, here we don't see this stuff. This stuff is flowing under our feet. That's the beauty of this country. In this country, this stuff is flowing. The most you might see is a storm drain on the street. You might see a storm drain or a manhole cover, but you don't see this shit. We're protected in America. This shit is flowing through pipes underneath the ground. There, this shit is just in the middle of the street. There, this shit is just in the middle of the street. Yeah, because they don't feel bad about these people. This is the racism in India makes the racism in the United States, like they got a caste system that makes racism look like Mickey Mouse, like Disneyland. Racism here is like Disneyland. What these black people are marching and complaining about, George Floyd and shit like that, the dark-skinned people in India got it 1,000 times worse. I ain't even gonna get into that, because that's a whole fucking 10 hours. How they treat the dark-skinned ones. The dark-skinned ones over there, shit is sickening. And most of the people who live in these slums are the dark-skinned ones. Yeah. This shit, listen. And you take somebody from over here and you put them in the worst fucking public school. You put them in the projects in fucking New York. Their life is a million times better. You mean there's a switch? These people don't understand a switch on the wall. Do you think these people know what a light switch is? Or a faucet? You think these people know what an electrical socket is? The internet, a refrigerator? These people don't know anything about the things you take for granted on a daily basis. They don't even know about that shit. None of these people have nothing that you can even plug into a socket, let alone a socket. They don't have nothing you can plug into a socket. If they had a socket. This is today. This is today. This is not like fucking 50 years ago. This is today. You just throw the trash. You throw the trash over there. The trash goes over there. Can you imagine how this place smells? That's another thing that the pictures can't show you. The pictures can't show you how this place smells. Now, I'm sure these people have grown nose blind to it. I'm sure they're nose blind. Like a teenage boy can't smell his stinky feet. But the smell. Okay? The smell. People live right there. Think about the water. Think about all the insects and mosquitoes and shit. People live right there. Yeah, Ethiopia, all the time people die from starvation. That been happening for hundreds of thousands of years. Those people have been dying. That's why they're so lean. They've evolved to be lean and, survive with little and shit. I know who cares. White people care. White people care about them people in Ethiopia. I grew up off of that. Sally Struthers. Y'all remember Sally Struthers? I grew up with that. For the price of a cup of coffee, I always wanted to give to Sally Struthers, man. For the price of a cup of coffee. Damn, she's still alive. Ain't that some shit? Who remembers that? For the price of a cup of coffee, you could make a difference in this child's life. White people been giving them people billions of dollars. This white lady done been giving them Ethiopians billions of dollars, man, over the years, man. She been giving these people billions of dollars over the years, man. The Christian Children's Fund, that's it. They've been giving them people billions of dollars over the years. I ain't gonna show none of them starving children. That shit is sick. That shit is sad. But yeah, Sally Struthers and people like her been giving these people billions of dollars throughout the years. They care. We are the world. We are the people. We are the ones to make a better day. So let's start giving. There's a choice you're making. You're saving all those lives. It's time to make a better day. Just you and me. We are the world. We are the people. I'm fucking the words up, but I remember that shit. I remember We Are the World. I was a kid when that shit came out. That shit was a big deal. Everybody got together. They had fucking Michael Jackson and fucking Stevie Wonder and shit. All them motherfuckers. Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Cyndi Lauper. We are the world. Let me see the lyrics. Here go the lyrics. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving all those lives. It's time to make a better day. Just you and me. There are people dying, and it's time to hand the life. Greatest gift of all. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day, just you and me. Yeah, that was the shit. Yeah, Phil Collins. You had all the fucking stars on that motherfucker. You had everybody on that motherfucker. Lionel Richie. Motherfucking Ray Charles. The Jackson 5. You had all the heavy hitters. Diana Ross. Goddamn Bruce Springsteen. James Ingram. You had all the heavy hitters on that song, man. Yeah, Cyndi Lauper, that was my shit time after time. I love Cyndi Lauper, man. Cyndi Lauper she fell the fuck off us, but I mean, she had a run. The 80s, I love the 80s music. I can listen to 80s music all day. I get in my zones. Kenny Rogers. I get in my zone sometimes, man. I listen to 80s music all day, man. I get Lionel Richie and Kenny Rogers. Damn, that's a great picture. I get in my zones and I listen to fucking 80s music all day. I love 80s music. The energy, the 80s music is so much different than the shit today. It's not even soulful. Energy of the 80s music, it's just a different, I can't describe it. Best way I can describe it is 80s music. Because the 70s had that soul. But the 80s had like, I don't know what the fuck it was called. And I'm not talking about hip hop, I'm talking about pop. 80s pop. I'm talking about 80s hip hop. I love 80s music, man. I listen to that shit all day. Fucking New Shoes, Lisa, Climax, The Whispers. We begin to rock, steady rock, steady rocking all night long. Ashford and Simpson, remember them? Solid as a rock. Now that things changing, The feeling is still. They got Al Jarreau in here. Al Jarreau, that was my man. I loved Al Jarreau. I loved Al Jarreau. I loved Al Jarreau. I ain't even gonna lie. I loved Al Jarreau. I loved Al Jarreau. My mother used to listen to it. My mother used to listen to that shit all the time. I began to like that shit. Lionel Richie, Hall & Oates, Tina Turner. Love me some Tina Turner. What's love got to do? What's love but a second-hand emotion? Stevie Wonder, the greatest of all time. I think Stevie Wonder is the greatest solo artist of all time. Somebody prove me wrong. Somebody prove me wrong. I think Stevie Wonder is the greatest solo artist of all time. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I don't know nobody who got more hits and more fucking catchy ass tunes than fucking Stevie Wonder. And he ain't made a hit in 30 years. He ain't done nothing in the last 30 years. He's still, to me, I put him above Michael Jackson. I know that's hard for some people. I get it. I'm putting Stevie Wonder above Michael Jackson, though. I know that's hard for some people. Then you got Quincy Jones right there. Smokey Robinson. Goddamn Smokey. What's my man right here? White dude right here. In the middle. The fuck is his name? I forgot his name. Got the Jacksons, Jermaine, Tito, all them motherfuckers. Whitney, Harry Belafonte, man, they had the all-star cast, man. Bob Dylan. Yeah, Bob Dylan. I was never into Bob Dylan, but a lot of white kids be into that shit. Yeah, man. Salute, man. Billy Joel. Yeah, Billy Joel is a beast, man. I love him. Nobody do. Billy Joel, you can't copy his style. His style is so unique. I don't even know what it's like. Show tunes mixed with like Billy Joel. A Billy Joel song is unique. His tempo, his cadence, his song structure. His song structure is so unique, man. It's nobody like Billy Joel. Like nobody like him. You can't. There's nobody that can mimic his song structure and his storytelling. He one of the great storytellers too. Cause he keeps it simple, but he paints the picture, but he keeps it simple. He only give you the details you need. Billy Joel, one of the great songwriters ever, without a doubt. Yeah, MJ, Michael Jackson is a great artist. My only thing about Michael is that, you know, I'm not taking nothing away from Michael the artist. He's a great artist. The reason I put Stevie above Michael is because Stevie arranged his music. Stevie wrote his music. You know, Stevie, basically, all those songs came out of Stevie's head. Mike wrote some of his stuff. He helped with some of his stuff. But he's a performer. Mike's a performer. Mike brings the song to life. Mike can take what you write and bring it to life. Like, I don't think a lot of songs Michael did, I don't think nobody else could have did them better. But the difference with Stevie is that Stevie wrote that stuff and he came up with that stuff himself. That's the only difference. But Mike can take some words that you write and he could do it like I Want You Back. Nobody could sing that song better than Michael Jackson. PYT, nobody could sing that song better than Michael Jackson. Remember the Time, nobody could sing that song better than Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing away from Mike. But I just think Stevie's a better artist because, you know, he plays the instrument, he writes the songs, things like that. Like Overjoyed. Is there a better song than Overjoyed? Like, the words to that song is insane. Overjoyed, over love in you. Yeah, Ribbon in the Sky, Lately, everything Stevie Wonder. Part-Time Lover, my part-time. How he came up with that shit? It's just insane. How he came up with Part-Time Lover? That motherfucker Part-Time Lover shit. That's a funky ass song, man. I don't know. I don't know how he did it, man. Stevie Wonder's a bad motherfucker, man. What's the one that Ja Rule and Bobby Brown took? So many Stevie Wonder songs, man. It's so many of them. It's so many Stevie Wonder songs. Like, he got so many songs, it's like I can't even think of them right now. I can't even think of them right now. It's too many. It's too many. But if you ever get a chance, check out Stevie Wonder's catalog. It's funky, catchy. All the songs is catchy. All of them. All of them is catchy. All of them is fucking written like a motherfucker. Living just enough for the city. Like, living just enough for the city is better than any fucking song about the ghetto that's been written by a rapper. No rapper could paint the picture of the ghetto better than Stevie Wonder. It did in Living Just Enough for the City. For the city. Yeah, nobody can paint the picture better than him. Just look up Just Good Friends by MJ and Stevie Wonder. I gotta Okay, I gotta check it out. I gotta check that one out. See, if I could, I would fucking jam with y'all right now. I would play y'all some music, man. But YouTube, they got me scared, man. I'm gonna have to get y'all to sign up for my Facebook page, so I can go live on Facebook and play some tunes for y'all, man. Yeah, everything, man. The way you make me feel, the way you make. Yeah, Michael, bad motherfucker though. Don't get me wrong. These ain't even like Michael got so many songs. You can't even. Michael got so many songs, it's ridiculous, man. Lionel Richie wrote and MJ wrote "We Are the World." Okay, salute to MJ for that, man. I know he wrote some of his stuff, man. He contributed. Don't get me wrong. He contributed on a lot of shit. Michael Jackson contributed on a lot of his shit too, even when he didn't write it. I just think Stevie is the best solo artist of all time as far as blacks. Now whites, it's a little different. Male too. I think he's the best male solo artist, because when you're talking about women, when you talk about female solo artists, it's a whole different ball game. So I think he's the best black male solo artist of all time. And I probably could put Mike second. And then I could put probably, some other guys down the line. Some other guys down out there. Babyface, shit like that. R. Kelly. Some other people you could put down the line. Lionel Richie. He said Sammy Davis Jr. He's stupid. I mean, Sammy had his day, but he ain't got that catalog, man. That catalog. You got that catalog. Yeah, Prince. I definitely put Prince up there. Definitely put Prince up there. Because you could just take Prince's catalog from until 93. Whenever he changed his name to the artist formerly known as, you could just stop right there at 93, 94, whenever he changed his name. You could stop right there and just take his catalog. And that shit is impeccable. You know what I'm saying? Prince. Yeah. His catalog is impeccable. Another one who writes and plays instruments. That's the only, you know what I'm saying? Like, he said, so Gil Scott-Heron. Yeah, Gil Scott-Heron was great. I seen him live at what's that place in Georgetown? Is that Blues Alley? It's a I gotta ask my mom. It's a club in Georgetown. I think it's called Blues Alley. I seen Gil Scott-Heron live. I was gifted enough. My mom took me to see him live. Gil Scott-Heron live. If that motherfucker would have came along in the late 80s and the early 90s, he might have been the greatest rapper to ever live. He came along way too early. He came along like 2 decades too early. Had he come along in the late 80s or early 90s, everybody in the world would know his name. But he came along too early. You know what I'm saying? He came along way too early. Way too early. That nigga came along. He came out way too early. But yeah, fantastic artist. Fantastic. Amazing artist. Gil Scott-Heron. Amazing. Absolutely phenomenal artist. Phenomenal. Phenomenal artist. Absolutely. Yeah, he would have been the greatest rapper of all time. Because he was better at rap. There wasn't even no rap then. And he was better at rap than all these niggas. And I'm not saying, and I'm not taking nothing from these niggas. I like a lot of these rappers. I just think if he came along, if he would have been born in 1968, instead of came out in 1968, if he'd have been born in 1968, he'd have been the greatest rapper of all time. Yeah, everything he ever did, all his shit was excellent. All of his shit. Yeah, you gotta go check out Gil Scott-Heron. He was like the first rapper. But he came along way too early. Way too early. He needed to come along around the late 80s. See, he was born in Chicago in 1949. Yeah, he needed to come along. He needed to come along. Yeah. Bad dude, man. Bad dude. Deep too. Deep as a motherfucker. Deep as a fucking he gets. Deep as he gets. Like he way deeper than Tupac. Like Tupac is very shallow if you put him next to Gil Scott-Heron. As you know, people always talk about how deep Tupac is and shit. Tupac is very shallow if you put him next to Gil Scott-Heron. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody, though. Salute to all y'all, man. Salute to all y'all, man. It's been real, man. I'll be back at y'all tomorrow, man. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Support the channel via PayPal, via the Cash App. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you look out for the live stream. Hit the bell notification next to the subscribe button so you'll be notified when I go live. So they'll send you a notification. Salute to everybody. Peace.